Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing fixed capitals on the eBay land map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position. Got a 2-point hold, 3-point hold for this bonus, actually. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but might have to be what I play for away from orange here. Orange takes a very good spot. That should be a turn one for them. Hoping black goes for the 1-point top left here instead of the 5 here next to me. But they might get blue capping up in their area too. I think blue maybe goes on the 4 here. It's a pretty good spot. They go back behind this. There's absolutely no way black caps over there now. Black's probably going to go on the 5 here. Not great for me. We're playing somebody else's game. I don't know who the host of this lobby was. Maybe Judith Infinity. Yeah, it wasn't orange. It was one of these two. I think it was the blue player. But yeah, going to try to take home a win. 4-player fixed Capitals game. Blizzard's on, Fog, Portals, Alliances all off. Balance splits dice, and black goes on the 8 there as expected. I don't think a turn 1 bonus was in my future anyway, but certainly makes it a little bit worse. Five on 2s here, a little bit risky. They started with 6 troops as well, and they failed that one, so they do not get the turn 1 bonus. A little bit confused by the troop distribution there. They do fail the 5 on 2. So okay. Got a 4 that can hit down this way. I want to group these up. I'm not planning on taking that. I'll hit this over here. I could knock blue down a troop. I will hit that as well. I don't think I have anywhere to knock blue down a troop reliably. Could slow roll this off and try to win it. That'd be kind of funny. They effectively took off the troop anyway. Let's pull this in here. I feel like we're going to have trouble with black letting us hold this bonus. Why would you... What? This is not... This is a player attempting to get this material out of here, but they're just going to lose all of it. And they're not going to win the 3 on 2. And if black wants to take this bonus on turn 1, they're going to take the bonus on turn 1. Weird start. But we're here. We're going to try to win a game on somebody else's settings. And I didn't love my spawn. I'll tell you that much. Like if black didn't have a heavy presence here, or blue picked a better spot, this might, like, I really think blue should just go on this 4 here. We might have gotten lucky enough with black on the 3. Instead, now black's probably just going to repeatedly break me over and over again, and I'm not going to be able to get in there and do anything about it. Do they roll the 8 on 5? They do not. They're going to let blue leave, which is probably a choice. Orange is going to hit me, so we'll only start our turn with 6. I'm not going to defend against black at all. I'll remove orange from within this area. We'll see if black plays nice. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I slightly defend. Oh, wow. I mean, that's a smart play. I vibe with that, weirdly. This might dissuade black from breaking me. Or they'll just break me. But my hope here is that they want to... Oh, well, because blue's going to step through this. I was going to say they're going to want to guarantee... I'd probably finish my bonus at this point if I'm blue. You know that I'm putting pressure on them. You can afford to finish the bonus here. Bad dice there. They don't finish it. I think that's a mistake. Yeah, orange is in a great spot here. Orange is in a really good spot. Orange actually could... Here's the thing, is if black gets too greedy, black finishes the bonus, and then orange breaks them, leverages their position, their +5 that they're going to hold. Because mine's only a +4 in Revan. But yeah, this is eBay land if I didn't mention it. I also want to give a quick, brief little announcement here. This video is going up on Wednesday, so on Tuesday, we did have Seamus, one of our two cats. He passed away. I put an announcement as a community post. I appreciate all the kind comments on there, and from everybody who was so nice to put stuff there, and anybody who puts a comment on this video. I appreciate you as well. Fergus is still around. He'll still be making appearances in videos, but just so everybody knows what's happening. If you missed the community post, that's what's happening. I'll try to keep my head up here for the rest of the game. Part of me recording this game to get my mind off of it. But thank you everybody for being here, and let's get some good risk. This game's for Seamus. But again, thanks everybody. Gonna try not to keep such a dull mood here. Pick up my mentality and get a good game for all of you. Probably take my fortify here, maybe attack up here, group this material up to move to the right. So if I go like 4, 2, this here. Black playing nice is appreciated for sure. Take that card there. Fortify this way. I don't plan on taking this bonus, but it at least gives me something to play for. Orange not super defending their capital. I like this play by blue. Group your stuff up. Finish your bonus. Pull the 2 out. Probably safe to defend with the 9. Nah, I'd put the 2 on capital at that point. Once you lost 2 troops off of that roll and 3 on the previous one, yeah, that's smart too. I just think Orange is going to try to play for this where their 15 already is. Interested to see what Black goes for. Like Black's natural play is probably to disrupt me. We're kind of danger levels on this board with each other, because they could hit me. But if we're playing fixed, so if I have a trade in after whichever turn they hit me and their cap's not well enough defended, it's a little bit risky to do that. Love them playing over here, but if they only put 2 troops here, that's fine. Like, I don't want to hold the +6 up here in Necro. I'd rather the +6 in Ander, because that gives me some counterplay into Orange. I mean, hits into blue is fine too. Like, churn this material out over here. They don't defend their capital at all. I start with 9. I started with 10. If I had a trade in, I would hit this. I'm not going to actually add anything. We're going to bank on hopefully getting an artillery on this turn. I'm not going to add anything to the 7. We're just going to add to capital. Or maybe I'll add 1, match it with like an 8. But it's the type of thing where I could genuinely consider rolling this. Pull the 3 around on a fortify. Yeah, Orange is going to play for this, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Or maybe I leave it as a 7. Because if I leave it as a 7, it looks less inflammatory. So I'll just defend my cap. Pull here. Oh, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll bring... This one's not doing anything. We'll bring that there on a fortify. So that way I'm not placing troops there. I'm just matching 8 to 8. But secretly... Is this +2? +2's over here. Well, I'm not going to hold that. Secretly, I'm playing for my bonus, or playing for the steal of this capital, because these 2 caps 3-point hold this top right bonus. Blue's holding down now. We probably want to isolate blue as well, because they're going to get trapped behind orange if orange is playing for this bonus. It's going to come down to, does black defend their capital effectively here? Because they might be worried about orange on the backside. But with a full trade-in, 10 troops, like really, the big question here, if this is 12 or less, I'm going to take it. And they'll redirect the 23, but it won't matter. By the time it's time to hold this, it really won't matter, especially with orange has no pathing over to this other than through the 23. Yeah, I was going to say 12 or less, it won't matter. And that's exactly correct. I don't think black is truly evaluating how much of a threat I am for stealing their capital. And this game, and this board in particular, Caps, super important. Orange gets 12. I'll get hit once here, I think. If I get hit twice, then we'll lose out on an extra troop, but feel a little bit bad for black because he's been good neighbor to me as far as letting me hold this, but also this would be an 8, an additional 10 from what I'm holding up to 18, additional 10 from my trade-in. I mean, it's a 28 on 12. I think that's 100%. If it's not 100%, it's very close. And then we're at the point where like orange is only pathing. Blue doesn't have any pathing to this. Orange's only pathing is through the big stack of black, which theoretically black could move it. I don't think I'd finish this if I'm orange. I don't think finishing this bonus is wise. And like, yes, black has this they could play off of, so I don't want to leave a ton. We get an extra troop though. So we get 10 plus 10 with the trade. Plus 8. I didn't get good dice there either. I did not get good dice. I like this from blue. Probably just going to take the 1, but... Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with black. They don't, even if they have a trade-in, I don't think they'll have enough troops to hit the capital. I'm not going to open this 23 up. We want them to get aggressive with the 23. And if they quit, then that quitting will disrupt my opponents more than it will me. Unless this 23 fortifies back. But if it attacks off and sits next to the 25, if this player quits, it'll look much better in that situation. Now, obviously, there's the risk here that orange could come aggress me. They're just going to play off of this. So this is going to tell me that they're going to reposition. They're probably going to break me here. This could fail, though. It does not. That's okay. 23 repositions just means we prioritize the 13 cap. I wouldn't even bother with the 23, honestly. Don't even think I'd bother with this play. They actually split it. They haven't traded yet. I don't even think on this turn I want to retake the bonus. The split is interesting because the split protects me. They do open up orange to a potential hit on my 16 cap over here, but I think that would not be the best play possible. I think at this point, orange seeing that I have gone, oh, this is interesting. Because of how passive black is over here, what I would do is orange. I would actually consider slamming this. They're going to take this bonus in here. I don't think this is what they should do. And if they... it doesn't hurt to do this, actually. I think what blue should do here is blue should aggress this immediately. Orange has now traded. Orange is the heavy troop advantage. Very, very heavy troop advantage for orange. I would break this if I were blue. Obviously, orange leaving their pathing into me. Black has a set. I've lost some troops here. The 16, I don't think is going to be worth defending at all. I think it's just get black's troop count down. I don't actually want to hit that. I need to get their troop count down. There we go. Not even going to hit this here. Because I basically need to play advantage on this guy. And then also hope blue aggresses orange. Blue's been pretty passive here. I could expect that passivity to stay. Okay, I like that play. I think that's the right choice. Knock him down below 18 territories. That's smart. Don't open up the 25. Now the 5 is still opened. Basically, I want to get to a point where black is completely removed on the right-hand side here. This is not going to win. So they're going to slam me, and they risk feeding... They risk feeding this to orange if orange has a trade-in. I don't know why they thought that would win. I'm fairly certain that's a 0% roll. Let's pull out the risk calculator. The risk calculator says a 23 on 20 capital roll is a 0% roll. Do I have a trade on 3? I do. Trade on 3 here is actually unbelievably massive. This is the thing. This is why blues play. Orange is just not going to open this player up. Orange is going to defend with the 9 here. I don't think blue's going to be able to break through unless he's got a trade in. It's a smart choice. Boar B. This is actually good because I can group this material up. I can go like this here, that there. This hits here. Like that. And ideally, as long as blue keeps aggressing orange, I'm wondering if he's going to try this. 10 on 9? He might just take a normal card. No, he does it and he wins it. And this is good because orange is in a position. Blue does the same thing. Get him down below 17. Orange is in a position where he can play off of whatever unfortunate thing black does to me. Now, I actually want black to not trade in and then slam me. And hopefully get a card off the 2 up here, if possible. Because I want to eliminate them for cards and trade in off of it. Because the thing is that I can 1 point... I don't think they're going to get through here. 3 on 2 might win. If they blitz it, I don't think it will. It's like a 28% roll or something. Okay. I would trade in off of them. With orange setting early. Again, orange could come take my 17 or my 14 cap, but I think it's risky with what blue is trying to do to you to do that. Like you get 12, you get an additional 12. This is a 50 or it's a 44. Is he going to play for this bonus instead? Or is he going to come break me? These are territories I didn't want to have to hit anyway. Loses 5 there. Wow. Had a lot of territory in here. Can't say I'm thrilled about that play. I don't get that. I'm going to be honest. Don't understand that play. Terrible dice. At this point, I just have to take black out. Only that trade. Need to be a little bit aggressive here. That's unfortunate. Because my hope here is that blue works with me. He might also just come steal a cap. I have a trade on 3, which is really good. I don't want him to, as long as he doesn't get to recycle tower A or mounds, right? Like we don't want him opening the 20 up over here. That would be bad. No. Stop. Terrible. That blue doesn't even realize how bad of a play that was. They just went to hit to knock territories down. It was an interesting play for orange to come break me right before I'm going to eliminate black. I don't know why this orange player is aggressing me. I'm really confused by this because I'm not going to hit blue. I really don't understand this play. And you agree. Oh, that's a terrible play. He just opened up blue's largest stack. I don't think orange is as good as their troop count is implying. Don't stack that in front of blue. I absolutely would not stack that in front of blue. Now, he didn't break me over here. So I basically get a turn here to reset. I can pull my 4 out from the back. We got the trade on 3, which is really good. This gives me a chance to, like, level set a little bit. We'll just put the 9 there. I need to defend this one probably a bit more than the other one. Look at 20 here, 15 here. The 4 will swing around to this capital. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. And I get it. I get it to an extent of why orange would aggress me. Because you don't want to give... That barely won. Wow, blue gets bad dice too. So I got bad dice on the 12 hit over here. Losing... I lost 14 hitting a 12. Blue loses 11 hitting an 8. Attacker's advantage is a thing that exists, ladies and gents. If I don't get aggressed by orange here... Well, so here's the thing, is orange has spent so much of this game irritating the blue player that I don't think blue's going to let up on them. And they're trying to irritate me too. This is a prime example of a situation where you're fighting 2 people and they aren't fighting each other. Now, I'm not going to break orange over here. They can't help themselves. This is crazy. They really can't help them. I've been intentionally not taking this up here. Blue's going to break this again. I actually wouldn't even be surprised to see blue go super crazy and break both of these bonuses in here. I've got this on a fortify. I'll bring it to this cat. Blue could come theoretically roll through and hit this. So I got to defend this a little bit. Defend this a little bit. I guess the fortify is going to come to this spot here. I am losing 3-on-1s like it is my day job. That's like the 3rd one we've lost this game, and I've rolled 4 of them, I think. I would have left the 31. What I would have done here is he doesn't break orange. Really? He backs off, which is probably the right choice. Although orange is the strongest player and will be after this turn, regardless of whether or not they break me. This is the bonus. They shouldn't be targeting this bonus. Orange should be targeting the Cristianini bonus because I can't prevent a retake of that. Like, I can't prevent them from just sitting on me in here. This is the problem I was fearing, though, is that this player simply cannot resist the allure of hitting blue. I'm not even trying to retaliate. He's going to leave that there. That is going to get hit. I really wouldn't be surprised to see the blue player hit that. I'm going to stay so unbelievably neutral here. I'm just going to stay neutral here. Other than that attack, which I get terrible dice on, lose a 4 on a 3. Let's see what blue does. Oh, blue's going to attack up here. I don't know that I agree with this. But I get you don't want to lose the game. So if he's going to sit in front of you, may as well. Blue also gets bad dice, losing 4 on a 4. Orange is very aggressive, and I think wrongfully so. I'm basically giving them an excuse to hit me so that I can hit them back and work with blue again. They've, at least for a turn, took their sights off of me. I could also see him just blasting this. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Wow. I mean, that's such a swing on troops in the game. Because does blue retaliate here? Or do I give it a turn? I mean, you weren't particularly kind to me either. Like, I don't think that the play that just happened inherently deserves to be rewarded, which is part of the reason why. Blue's also super blockable. And they just sit off cap. Yeah. I mean, I did that because orange truly has no way to pivot off of this position. If they're going to commit that much and win into blue, I now know blue is weak. My smartest play in that position is to target orange. Orange thought that I was like some friendly neighbor at this point. I'm obviously not. You played aggressively into me already. Unprovoked, mind you. That's always the biggest tell, is like, are they doing it unprovoked? And I think we're at a point where we can leverage positioning. He's going to swing this probably back around in front of me, which lets blue back into the game. And I don't love blue coming back into the game. I was hoping blue would hit the 15. They didn't. It happens. I don't have a trade in. I'm interested to see where this 15 sits. It's going to sit here. Okay. That's fine. Comes around and hits the 12, effectively losing this player of the game. Then let's clear up here. Blue might turn on me here, or he goes into orange. There was really no way that this, I saw blue get hit, and I've been playing nice with blue for most of this. Orange can obviously break here. They can take their bonuses back, but they are now the weakest player on the board, and they're going to have to commit something into me if they want to prevent me from holding this +6. That's why I did that on this particular turn. It's because orange doesn't have any bonuses, so they either have to potentially risk their 20 cap getting lost, or they just take their bonuses back. I think they've kind of thoroughly cooked themselves, because there's no real reason I should let them hold anything at this point. They don't even take their cap back. Wow. Or their bonus back, I guess is what I meant. Now, I know they have a trade-in. I'm mostly hoping they just sack into me here and I can play the leverage position onto blue. But blue also might come and break me, but he's only breaking one bonus if he does that. Closing this position off is huge. Closing that off is massive. I don't ever have to open that until I deal with orange. And orange obviously is half of our size, even with their trade in here. I really think they misplayed this position. They thought that I would play nice. There was nothing about the way that I was reacting towards them breaking me that would imply that I was going to play nice on this board. And if I never open up blue here, we actually potentially leverage a position where blue doesn't get any extra cards. I'm not going to let orange hold a bonus at this point. I've got enough of a gap over blue where I think I can... Another trade-in? Another full trade-in. Blue could come break me here, but I don't think it gives them more generation than what I'm getting. And I can undercut them if I need to. This probably sits... Oh, it sits over here. Okay. I'm basically trying to trap orange or force them into blue. But I really think they played themselves badly. And I'm glad we were able to leverage this the way that we have. Now, if he hits my 45, we'll just steal his capital. He doesn't. Okay. Let's go 24 here. 55 over here. That. Now, I get to move after orange, so orange can't open up blue without me being able to react to it. Now, they could trade here, but I don't think that helps them. So my caps aren't super strong, but that's mostly because I'm trying to leverage a position here where blue can't get up through here and break me. Forces orange to take these cards in here. And I can just stack on orange, take him out, put pressure on blue. Let's make these 35 each, just for a little bit of safety. And obviously, if the 93 comes out, then blue could, or orange could theoretically do something off of that. I don't love that he's hitting orange here, but again, I've got a 70 troop advantage. I'm really glad the way black didn't defend their capital. They were too worried about their bonus rather than defending the capital, and then orange was too worried about well, orange was just too aggressive, I think, and it bit them. I respect that orange is still playing, but I think they are thoroughly done. Like, they just don't really have much of a chance in this game at this point. That is what I was hoping for. I get to react to their play. I get to take them out. And we get to set our block on blue right away. Now, blue will likely pull off in response to what I do here. So, I got to keep that in mind. Ooh, this is not pathing I want to risk. Flagged already. That is a trade-in, and it is a full trade-in with a dude trade on the next turn. No card unless he hits through a 25, and then the 100 can come out, but it's one cap left, right? So I can beeline for that pretty effectively. So he gets 10. He's got 22. Could theoretically get through, or 21, I guess. Could theoretically get through this. I would actually blitz this. I wouldn't slow roll this. I think slow roll might work. All right. Ignore what I said. I would now blitz it. You're above. That was pretty tremendous slow roll dice right out of the gate. So good for him. Or them, rather. Judith Infinity. Their name is Judith. But yeah, see, now you've fallen below. The 21 on 20, I would have blitzed. You're back above. I would blitz here. I would absolutely blitz here. I would definitely blitz here. I would 100% blitz here. This is the craziest slow roll, I think. Yeah, now you're falling back down. They get it with some of the most flying colors you've ever seen. Yeah, split break. They got to get the 100 fortify out. And they don't. I'm only going to have a dude trade here. Could have a trade on 3, but let's see what they got. They'll probably slow roll this, but I don't think they're going to have much luck. I've left myself with an extra card here. Actually, 2 extra cards. Good game. Well played. A big old thumbs up to you. I didn't need to give them the thumbs up because they immediately went MIA when I blasted through that. But the moment I saw that I was going to have enough troops to get through them, I might as well take it. GG's to the blue player. Orange just bit off a little bit more than they could chew. Black didn't defend their capital. And blue got bullied a little bit, admittedly. Came back. Liked their slow roll opportunity there. Again, I would have just blitzed what they started with, but they know more than me. Blue was master. I had a feeling that they were our highest ranked player. I didn't love their cap choice, but I'm not sure they had much better on this board. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.